What do you make of Letsile right now?
Um, I continue to be impressed by him because I too did not think that he was coming with a 19.7. He is a wonder. But the best thing about him, I think right now, is he don't like Noah. Not only is he not like Noah, he doesn't like Noah. He's not afraid of Noah. So I got shots that you guys maybe didn't get, or maybe you did
Tell us,
on
tell
your
us.
Olympic channel. When Noah is coming out in
Paris?
Paris with all the histrionics and the drama,
Mhm.
he is there like I want to murder this guy. And to me, if the 100 is going to be maybe a 2 or a 3-man race, at least I can fall back on the 200,
Yep.
which is still, I think, relatively wide open because I think Bednarik is going to have a lot to say about who's the world champion this year too. I'm not as convinced that Letsile is going to be a 100-meter threat, but I think the podium's gonna look a lot like Paris, even if it may be shuffled a little bit.
You're right, because Letsile called. He was interviewed after that 200-meter race that he won at the Olympics. He said, "I'm not loud and arrogant like Noah." But here's the thing about Letsile. Let's call a spade a spade. He doesn't do a lot of loud talking and carrying on, but he knows how to like command attention and like showboat a little bit at the end of the race. So I don't know if you remember 2022 in Cali. He broke like the under 20 world
I'm
record.
so glad you mentioned that.
Do you remember that?
Go ahead.
And he's 10, 15 meters from the line, okay? World record winning. And he's like doing a Usain Bolt during the race to the other competitors. Come on, gimme. So Letsile, you can showboat too. And even this, did you see what he did after pre, right? And he was asked, what is that? He's like, it's from Fortnite or something like that. I kind of like this.
I love it because it's like how people who used to live in the club and now they live in church. It's like he's a reformed showboater. It's like I don't showboat anymore, and in fact now I'm gonna scorn all showboaters because I'm on this side where I feel like I have to have some decorum and some dignity when I perform.
Backslide.
Yeah, it's all good, and I love that stuff. That's the stuff my generation did, right? That
Yes.
posturing and the posing, and
Yes.
y'all figure it out. And I'm gonna see you got that. That to me is the track and
Yes.
field that I grew up
I
in.
miss
So the
it.
more they go back to that, the better. So for me, a perfect world is Noah running 19.5-ish before Worlds. Bednarik running 19.5-ish before Worlds. Letsile running that kind of time, and all of them sniping at each other. The hundreds decided. Now let's show up in the 200 and
go.
see what's now. Let's see who's who because Noah now can't. There's no COVID anymore, right? Because Noah fans said, "Hey, he had COVID. That's why he lost." People who hate Noah went. He talked all that talk and then hid behind his excuse. And I'm like, okay, whoever side you're on.
They brought
let's
wheelchair
settle
for
it.
him. Remember they brought wheelchair for him?
Right. And oh my God, you reminded me of one of the funniest things I saw, and I'm
Tell us.
like, that's the third one. Did you see at Letsile's celebration in Botswana that some of the people were
had the
in a
wheelchair,
wheelchair?
yeah.
I was like, you have to be from the third world, I think, to understand how our people think and how funny that is. Anyway, I just feel like the 200 could be the scene stealer in Tokyo because now Noah is like, I had to show you, Mr. Letsile, that last year was an anomaly and it was not the rule. It's the reason why you've only beaten me once. And Letsile is going to be thinking, I have to remind you guys why I blew you all away at the Olympics.
Whew.
So to me, the 200 could be like the sleeper event in Tokyo.
I
Well, even
agree.
before we get to Tokyo, we got Monaco where they're lining up together. Give us a prediction real quick. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you for your expert opinion on what he's going to run both in Monaco and in London for his 100 opener. What kind of times are you expecting out of Noah opening up so late in the season?
If Noah could still open up in 19.7, and we've just seen Letsile run that. So I think it's going to be a close race between them. And maybe give Letsile a little edge because he's a little sharper and Noah is a little further back. That to me would be ideal. If Noah loses, he's only lost once before on a Diamond League circuit, and that's to Michael Norman years ago. So
2019.
to me, if you hand Noah his second loss ever in the Diamond League in his whole pro career, to me it makes Tokyo even sweeter. But I think I go 51% Letsile just because I feel like he is a little sharper at this point.
Listen,
And
that
what about
little
London?
1% will take that. That's a lot.
It might, and London might be more of the same. London might be a reverse. Maybe Noah gets really incentivized by hearing everybody say that Letsile owns him, or
Well, listen, Noah scrubbed his whole Instagram. Noah's going through something because he scrubbed his whole Instagram. He has just a couple black and white posts talking about he's going to Monaco, Hercules. So I don't know. You know how some people kind of shave their heads to like signal a new beginning? I don't know.
Letsile shaved his, so
Yeah, literally.
who knows? Let's see. We're here for it.